Let that song simmer.
You believe in heaven above.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Late to the Party. We got the Comic Lizard, we got the Jaded Geek, we got the What Not Nightmare himself, Fuzzy. Today's movie is RAD, 1986 sports drama, starring Bill Allen, Lori Loughlin, Beverly Hendry, Clark Connor, Talia Shire, Marta Colbert. Let's see, Laura Jacoby. A bicycle-motocrosser attempts to enter a corrupt promoter's nationally televised race for a large cash prize. Rotten Tomatoes, 99%. Metacritic, 100%. IMDb, 99. Walmart.com, 105.7. It's the best movie ever.
Greatest.
Fact check it, people.
So does this say sports drama?
Yes, sports
It does say sports drama.
That's awesome, dude. That's I think the best line of the night right there.
So, Crew Jones, small town dude, rides his bike around, don't even have a helmet, which is amazing to me. In fact, I forgot I was going to be wearing a helmet for this, but that time came and went. So he's a small town dude. They got these big wiggers coming to his town to do their bike race, Hell Track. And the small town people want to be able to make sure that the local kids are represented. So the kids are able to try out to get into the race. Calamity ensues. There's a little bit of a love story. You got young Lori Loughlin. You got the one of the coolest dance scenes in all of cinema when they're doing the freestyling at the
better than Dirty Dancing. Yeah, I said it, people. That lift ain't got nothing. That ain't got nothing on the fucking back pedal. You know what I'm saying?
So, and all throughout the show, the promoters are trying to smash the little guys and make it to where they can't compete. They seem to be bothered by them somehow. And in true 80s fashion, there's great music, and the good guys win at the end, and they all become friends and shake hands at the end. It's got that feel-good 80s feel to it. I'm actually surprised that Josh isn't more stoked on this movie. But
I know, that was a perfect ending right there, dude. They fucking held the bikes up high. Think we got room on the RAD team? I think so. All right. That's the best fucking ending right there. Like, I want to end every movie that way, dude. Like, every Marvel movie should end that way. When they go, you think we got room in the Avengers? I think so.
Thanos is there giving him a high five.
That's right, dude. See, dude, everyone's happy.
This movie was a in the 80s, kids in suburbia. This movie kind of launched a big BMX craze. So many kids got into bikes and bike racing when this movie came out, myself included, to the point to where now that I'm riding with a bunch of people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and maybe some people in their 30s that have older brothers and whatnot, are all riding on mountain bikes, and we all talk about Crew Jones and his airwalk to this day when Hulk Hogan ate his heart out. So, Liz?
Yes?
You guys are the fresh people to see it, so we want to hear what you guys think.
Of this. I like the soundtrack. I like the spunky, plucky little sister. She was pretty cool. This movie. I mean,
people weren't afraid to cuss. Even the little sister.
Yeah, like the thing about this is that I like, as far as 80s go, like I was only when this movie came out. It came out in what, 80?
86?
86.
Something like that, yeah.
10, 11. All I can say is I'm glad I was not in high school at that time, because that was just Yeah, that is totally 80s, and I like the 80s. Don't get me wrong. I just couldn't handle this movie. Like, this is just. I think this is one of those movies. I call it the Goonie effect. That if you don't watch the Goonies when you're young, and you wait till you're, our age to watch it, it doesn't. It's like, yeah, it's a good movie, and that's about it. And you're like, no, it's not. I think with you and Fuzzy are like, this is fucking amazing. This is so freaking awesome. That's how I am with the Goonies, trying to explain the Goonies to people. And then they're giving, now I know what the other side is. Like with this movie. It's a good movie. Will I watch it again? Yeah, probably, but not on purpose. Like, but I mean, the dialogue is just, I don't know. It was too totally 80s for me. That's what it was. Like I said, I like the
fucking
music.
rad.
I mean, it was, you had the all the stereotypes was in it. You had like the big bald, his sunglasses police officer. You've got the crotchety old grumpy man that turns into the good guy at the end. He's like the Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace kind of thing. Like, you got all that, the mom that's raising her kids by herself, and they've got to go to college, and every stereotype of the 80s, like one to grow on or after school specials was like in this.
No, it's better than that.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, all of the concepts was like smushed into this movie. You know what I mean? And it was good, but like I said, it's the Goonie effect for me, I think. Like, because I didn't see it when I was your guys's, when you guys saw it, when you're younger. And I like riding my bike, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I was doing tricks on my bikes and stuff like that. I think it's also, it's more of a guy movie. There are times when there are guy movies, that's when you can still do guy movies and that was a guy movie. This is not
the girl was his Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's right.
I get that, but they needed to have some kind of love interest to get the whatever dynamic going.
You see, when they were riding to go ass lighting, her body
Dude,
looked like such a dude.
Any movie that has ass sliding in it, okay, dude, that's.
I told Josh, I did ass sliding when at friggin' Atlantis Park in Garden Grove. There's that big there wasn't a puddle at the end unless you went after a rainstorm, but that was. I mean, it's just it's yeah. I'll let Josh finish it out.
I'll save it after Josh.
You'll save it. Good luck.
I'll save it.
Let me.
I don't even know if you watched the whole
let
movie.
me start. No. I was trying to figure out who's acting it. So let me start with the positives. Oh wait,
it's like that.
No. It did have a few positives. So first of all, it was a quintessentially 80s kind of movie, which means that what we're watching is peak America. Everything has gone downhill since then. So it's kind of like a nostalgic flashback to how life used to be back then. I did notice that a lot of the kids were riding without helmets, but the thing is you did that back then.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing to you. That's how it was.
Even when I started riding mountain bikes a couple years ago, I didn't want to wear a helmet. I got one anyways. I got it and I was riding around waiting for somebody to call me a bitch and I was going to get rid of it. But then everybody had helmets, so I was like, all right, I'm cool.
Yeah. So
that's 80s thinking right there, dude. It's like you put it on.
So I
right.
I don't think that this is subject to Liz's Goonies effect, because I think that the Goonies is a different kind of movie. I think that people that don't like it are stupid. That's the problem with the Goonies. This movie, on the other hand, is anything but rad. It's the acting is rough. The story is like super campy. I mean, poor Talia Shire. This is a big step down from Rocky. I mean, my God.
This is right after Rocky.
Oh, this poor woman.
Her job in Rocky got her the acting chops to be able to get this part.
I did like
Be Crew's mother.
I did like Lori Loughlin in the Starlight outfit at the end. That was pretty nice. From The Boys, you know, very very classy outfit.
What's with the twins and their like?
Well, okay, so
that's all Nate
Rex
right there.
and Rod?
That's all Nate right there.
Yeah, buddy.
Tell me those guys aren't
they show up at the dance in those space suits. I was like,
dude,
bro.
I remember
looking like
seeing them
Tomax
as a
and
kid.
Zaymont.
Yeah, that's what I always thought who it was. I was like, well, those are the guys that they copied it for. Like when they were like, we need twins, and then they showed them headshots, and they said, boom, there we go. We're using these guys and shit.
But I mean, you know, it is, you know, even if it's really poorly told and really campy, it is a hero's journey. You know, it has all of the beats in it. But the thing that really like tweaked me, and this is how the film begins and ends, is they get these mullet-wearing, busted-tooth, goofy-looking white dudes doing the same shitty 4 bicycle tricks, like for 15 minutes in the beginning, and another 15 minutes at the end. So, if you're gonna watch this movie, skip over that part. Get to the action. Leave that shit behind because it has nothing to do with nothing. Nothing.
The movie's bikes.
So
that's like foreplay for bikes.
No,
that's the James Bond opening, okay, dude? Like in James Bond, whatever the subject is, okay? They fucking they blend
another
it and
comment
shit
like that, dude. And the first thing you're getting from me when I come back to California is a punch in the mouth.
Look, I'm telling
right
you,
in the beard.
Right, even the music, getting ready to break the. And he's doing the fucking dance on the fucking thing, and it's a time is.
So
I got a boner right now.
One last positive thing. This movie is not woke at all. So count your blessings. But otherwise, man, what a rough ride that was.
So you just gave 8 good points, dude. That means an 8 out of 10. All right.
No.
I think he's trying to make us feel good.
I'm interested to see how you people try to sell this movie. Go for it.
Oh, let me hold my beer, dude. Hold my beer. Let me tell you, dude. Let me tell you how I'm going to sell this fucking movie. This is ultimate 80s glory. Like just like you guys have been kind of touching on it, like as far as like the campiness, you know what I mean, the silliness. I mean, the villain, dude. The villain is great. Like, I was pointing it out to my kid when we were watching it. I'm like, listen to his voice. It sounds like he has snot all in the back of his throat, dude. And then that part when they're trying to decide, like, who's going to be on Hell Track, and everyone's calm in the room. You know, they're just like, you know, we're going to have this. And then all of a sudden you see him jump up and he goes, think about it. And his fucking gullet down here is shaking and shit, dude. It's fucking beautiful. Like, I'm like, oh my God. And then, like, even down to, like, as much as I love 80s, this is the era in the 80s I hate as far as clothing goes. Like you guys are saying, the spacesuits, the fucking, everyone looking like they just rolled out of bed. Like, I come from the grunge scene, and I see that was bad. You know, like, I'm just like, God damn, dude, like, what the hell? I forgot how ugly these bitches were. But my favorite, another favorite scene, like you said, the cop with the bald head, right? Like, literally down when he walks into the town meeting, and he's like, I've been chasing these boys, and they deserve a chance. Okay? They're good kids. Like, I'm like, fuck yeah. But, dude, the song, when he's trying to qualify, Thunder in Your Heart, if it doesn't make, look at Fuzzy's arm hairs. Can you see that? They're standing up. I just said it, dude. My leg hairs are flaring everywhere, dude. I look like buckwheat, and it's insane. But when he's pumping, dude, and he's going, and he decides he's going to cut through the lanes instead of following the track, and he does the bunny hop to get in there, and he's pushing it, because there's thunder in your heart. Oh, dude, my nips are hard right now. I'm telling you, that is fucking Rocky training montage if I've ever seen one in my life, dude. That's why they had to have Adrian in the movie, dude. They were like, we got to put her in it. We got to put her in it. You know what I mean?
I love the enthusiasm. I don't believe a damn word you're saying, but damn, I love the enthusiasm.
You didn't see the same movie that was playing. That's why the beauty of it. Like, literally down to, like, when he comes over to her, right? Like when they go, we're gonna see them do some bicycle boogie woogie for you. Come on, dude. Who writes dialogue like that? That's great, dude. That's fucking amazing. Bicycle boogie woogie.
It makes me wonder how they got who from Mongoose signed off on that being the guy who represented them. Mongoose is a real company.
Yeah.
They were like the OG bike company. And if I was and the creator of Mongoose has never been a stunt double for Harlan Sanders. So.
And even down to like the idea that, you know, it does have that last. It's like one of to me where I think part of it is what you were saying, Liz. Is it was when we were kids. You know, it was so awesome to us. But I think another part of it, like when I watch it now, is kind of what Josh said. Is it is Americana. Like that to me, as cheesy as it is, that's what I think America is right there. Like the system's going against you, and you're going to find every which way to get to the goal to prove a point that you can do it. You know, and as cheesy as it is, dude, it still brings a tear to my eye when he does the backflip over the fucking finish line. Like, or no, he does the spin. Like they go, give it to Jones. Crew Jones wins. I'm like, every time I see that movie, dude, I'm telling you, America wins once again, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck no.
All we needed was Arnold jumping that thing and say, I did it. And we would everyone would love that movie, dude.
With guns.
I mean, after this movie came, me and my buddies all got like shovels and wheelbarrows. Like all the neighborhood parents are like, what the fuck happened to all our shovels and wheelbarrows? Because we took all that shit in the middle of the night to the parks, and we're digging and transporting water and making all these jumps and doing all that crazy stuff. And to the point to where even when I ride, like anytime I get on my bike, there's not a time that I'm doing it I don't think about fucking being Crew Jones. And it might just be one of those in the moment times or that time or whatever.
If it was roller skating, we got to watch a roller skating movie besides Xanadu. Then I'm all about that.
Rollerball, baby. Rollerball.
You never rode bikes, Josh?
Of course I did.
But not like that.
No, I rode bikes. I did jumps. I did off-road. I did all that.
Yeah, but I imagine you doing your jumps is like Napoleon Dynamite doing jumps.
Yes, that is true.
With a sledgehammer.
Take
it off any sick jumps.
You know, did anybody else notice that the qualifying track was way more difficult and like intense and varied than the ridiculous Hell track at the end? Hell track was shit.
Hell track. That jump when he had to qualify, that was the part that got me this one last time I watched it. I was like, why would this be in the fuck? But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going with it, dude. Like, I'm going with it.
It's just like, a ridiculous 80s obstacle. Like, there's no shit like that in races.
But even like the commentator, like when the guy would eat it, he would just be like, fucking, he's like, oh, he barely qualified right there. He's just getting through there. Or when he kicked the twin and he knocked him down or whatever, like, and then the music's playing like dun, 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 and he's like, the commentator said something like the good 19 strategy, like it's like a baseball announcer and shit, dude. I love it.
Where are you going with those pies, boys? just terrible writing. Like, who thinks this thing up and then says we're gonna call it RAD and the kids are gonna love it? It's like,
hey, there's a skateboard movie called Thrashing. Okay, Thrashing with the Thanos himself as the star. Okay, so fucking trust me. I can show you all of them. Thrashing.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is that the other ones, they were all copies of this one.
Yep. And
oh my
fucking
gosh.
And the thing also is that they probably were better movies, but are not held in as high regard to the kids who watched them as this one is.
Because this one because I recognized at the end, like the people that he's racing against in Hell Track at the end. I'm like, oh, I recognize you guys from the back of like some of the 80s like comic books. They had they had those guys the ads in the back. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember what he looks like. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. So.
All right.
They get points for that.
Liz is lukewarm. Josh is ice cold. Me and Fuzzy are boiling hot.
Yeah.
So let's get into the buckets. We'll start with Josh.
So using the system that we've developed, the one that you gave us, there's only one category that I might even deign to give a point in, and that was fun to watch. It was mildly fun to watch, only because I'm laughing half the time at the absurdity of it. So, and given that you guys have a lot of passion, and you guys are my friends, I'm going to give this a solid 2.
Don't get us kicked off this show, honey.
No, we need to have this.
That's his opinion. That's a good, honest opinion. That's fine. That's what we want.
I mean, look, I pointed out the things that I liked about it, but honestly, none of those are affected by those categories that you gave. It's just random stuff that I appreciated and not really like foundational to whether or not it's a quality film.
I respect that.
Liz?
It's still, you're wrong, but I respect it. I respect it.
Everyone has the right to be wrong.
That's true. Like I said, I mean, I like the movie. I'm not like, if I can sit there and, of course I can sit there and rag on it, like, consistently, just because it's so cheesy, so 80s. Like I said, it's so 80s that the short shorts, the bandana around the leg, from everything from like how they talk to their clothing to the music. Like this would be like if you got back into the Wayback Machine. This would be peak like teenage 80s right here. So I can appreciate it on that level. I'll watch, like I said, I'll watch the movie again. It's not like it's so bad that I'm just like, give me acid, my eyes type thing. I think it's a 6. It's a 6. I'll give it a 6. I liked it enough, but yeah, I was making fun of it too. I'll admit it, I was making fun of it too. And again, It could be just because I saw it when I was an adult as opposed to being a kid. So it didn't have that same like magic and spark in it that it did for you guys.
That's fair. I respect that. All right, Fuzzy.
Oh man, this is a 25. Okay, because let me tell you, the dialogue is so cheesy, it's amazing. The fucking music just hits the nerve in every Fuzzy. Dude, let me tell you. When he goes ass sliding, did you guys listen to the lyrics to that song? When they go ass sliding, literally the song goes like this. They go, this is ass sliding, and the guy goes, it's just a gay kind of dream. Makes me bust up every time, dude. Like I literally holler laughing, dude. I'm like, this is awesome. 25 points to make up for Josh, so it's all around a 10 for everyone. Boom, go run and get it right now. Go get it. Happening.
No,
I on it all.
Have it on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. Do you have like the special
the VHS,
edition?
the DVD. I have the bootleg DVD. I have the cassette tape of the fucking soundtrack and stuff that I've been holding on to for years. Just like, okay, I'm going to find a tape player. We're going to bang this. But then when they put out the 35th anniversary, they put the soundtrack on iTunes. I downloaded the whole thing, drove my whole family crazy, just banging it to the top of the list. Send me an angel right now.
Josh was pissed. I wasn't pissed. I was kind of lukewarm, but he was pissed we had to spend $4 to buy it and watch it.
Hey, $4 is a good deal, dude. Okay, I'm telling you, man. This movie, if you find a VHS of this movie, like I'm not lying to you, it's one of the most valuable VHSs out there because there's not that many people stole them from video stores all the time. So if you can find like a box, even if it's like normally like they want the box in mint condition, but if you can get it in one of those plastic ones where they cut the cover and they just slid it in there and shit. it's still considered high value. Like that's how much this movie means to people. Like all the other ones, like Gleaming the Cube and stuff like that. It's like a niche audience and stuff. But RAD, dude, like RAD is the one. Like you're like, oh shit,
sure.
Dude. I have the RAD Crew Jones shirt, the RAD Racing fucking shirt. And it's falling apart. It's got holes everywhere and stuff, but I'll wear it like when I'm working around the house and I'll go outside and some dad will be walking with his dog and his kid and he turns to me and he goes, RAD, I love that movie. And I'm like, I know. And then we'll have a bonding moment. We hug, we dock real quick and we call it a day.
You go ass sliding.
That's right. We talk about going ass sliding.
All right. So far, out of... There's 4 of us. In order to make a perfect score, we got to have 40 points. Fuzzy's 25, pushed us up to a 33. So all I got to do is give us 7 for it to be a perfect movie. So I'm going to leave it at 7. No, it's just math. It's just math.
And that's
so
not
need to elaborate.
math, baby. That's a legit math. That's America math right there.
All right. RAD, it's a fun movie if you're an 80s kid. If you wear jaded geek glasses, maybe not. Take us out, Fuzzy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have a rad evening, and make sure to have some love, some peace, and that Popeyes grease, ladies and gents. We out.
Woo!
Woo!